What is my top 5 list? Well, you're about to find out.
Shitting from on top of the game, I shot ya.
Number 5 on my list, War Machine from Titan Nutrition in South Africa. So yes, a South African pre-workout has made it to the list, guys. Now I like this pre-workout a lot more than Rec because at a full serving, guys, it's really good. It's really a solid daily driver, and it's got everything from your arginine nitrates to pine bark extract, and quite a hefty dose of caffeine, being 325 milligrams, as well as also a full clinical dose of KSM 66 at 600 milligrams, guys. So this is a very awesome daily pre-workout that I have extremely loved and enjoyed. So with that being said, a big congratulations to Titan Nutrition for making it on my list. And guys, then again, like, not all these supplements are going head to head. It's just my personal preference. So everyone's different, you know. Obviously some of these aren't daily derivers up in here, so just to make everyone know and be aware. Next up on my list, we got number 4, and number 4 is actually pretty much a surprising one. Here's it right here. Yes, jacked. Oh my word, yep, jacked. I said it, jacked. Yes, jacked. You know, it's a very interesting prospect because back in the day, Jack used to be the king of kings when it comes to pre-workouts. Now this reformulation is a lot better than the other reformulation efforts. A lot better, I might say that. Is it as good as the original Jack, the OG, the one where, you know, dreams were made and shattered once it stopped being produced? I won't say it's as good, as potent, but it's definitely around there. It's definitely around there. You know, they put some geranium inside. So with that being said, it is a very hard eating pre-workout. 2 heap scoops is my sweet spot, to be honest. Anything more than that, I think, you know, I'm just pushing myself over the edge. So that being said, it was really a nice experience. Very surprising because I didn't expect it to be, you know, as good as what I experienced myself. Obviously it does come to shock to some people hearing this that Jack is actually on the list. Yes, it is on the list. Yes, I enjoyed it personally, and yeah, like a nice old school feels, nice aggressive energy, and just good all around, like, energy, and just like an old school pre-workout, you know, not too focused on pumps or performance, but just when it comes to energy, intensity, aggression, it's all up in the mix. And yes, it is still pretty much a prop blend, but it does give away its caffeine content this time. So yeah, that was actually surprising. It was actually pretty good. Next up, number 3. Now, to choose between second spot and third spot was quite tough, but with that being said, you know, I cannot not mention Apollo Nutrition Hooligan. You see my boy Rob right there in the frame. Away. So first up, the Turnpike tea. Interesting flavor, actually really good, surprisingly enough. It has a nice refreshing taste, and yeah, guys, I mean, geez, if you want, I mean, if this was just judged by like long-lasting energy and focus and just like throughout the entire day, like, that's why it's a gift and a curse in my opinion, because, you know, it's just like the whole day is energized, and you know, if you take it close towards bedtime, yeah, it's going to be pretty much a mission. But the thing is as well, if you take less than what's required or less than the recommended 1 full serving, you know, then it does have a bit of shortfall. But with that being said, at a full serving, pretty much nothing comes close to it when it comes to all the energy without any, you know, side effects. Surprisingly enough, it has a shit ton of caffeine. I think around 650 milligrams in total, in totality. But guys, it is such a great pre-workout, super fully dosed. You know, if you want something that has no banned substances inside, but it has a shit ton of caffeine, this is it right here. And it's really an enjoyable experience. As I said, long-lasting energy, great focus, mood elevation, performance in the gym is unparalleled. I mean, honestly, the performance is really good on this. You get so much good from this label right here that it's just impossible not to mention anyone's top 3 list, I think, in my opinion. And we come to number 2. Now, this was pretty much a surprise because this is this man's first time ever doing a Hastem pre-workout, and he's not the biggest fan of Hastem pre-workout. So when Marat from Fusion Sports Performance told me that he's doing a Hastem variant, I was like, okay, this should be pretty interesting, right? Because I mean, I know he's not the biggest fan of Hastem pre-workouts, and he actually started his brand because of a supplement company and their pre-workout giving him a bad rap, a bad experience. So when he told me that he has a pre-workout, a Hastem, I was like, hell yeah, because his Daily Driver Super Soldier is freaking awesome. It's such a great product, super great performance, pump, energy, no jitters whatsoever, lower in the caffeine content for those that just want a great daily driver. So yeah, with that being said, guys, Matt Tartan is so good. It is so awesome. There's no doubt about it. If you want a high sim pre-workout that will literally elevate you and get you breaking PRs and just, you know, great aggression, you know, awesome focus, and even some pumps as well. You know, this stuff has you know, some pure L-citrulline and also grapeseed extract as well. So, and obviously the main thing here, 250 milligrams of Aurea Gerensis. So it is really a good jam-packed formula, and yeah, that's what I want to say about it. I absolutely love it, and it tastes amazing too. I've had both the Patriot Pop and this sour worms flavor, and I prefer the Patriot Pop, to be honest, but just slightly. I mean, both flavors are phenomenal, and for him to always be producing products that taste great, but most importantly are efficacious and, you know, well dosed and well formulated, is super impressive, you know. So please do not sleep on this brand. And also, guys, a full 30 servings. Everyone that I've recommended Matt Tartan to has honestly enjoyed it and loved it, and I will stick by this when it comes to a higher stem pre-workout once or twice a week. And that's how it will stay. I absolutely love it, and it's something that I will try, hopefully, to keep in my supplement regime throughout, because I definitely enjoy it. You know, when you need a high kick and a harder kick, that is it. That's the one, guys. That's the one. And we come to number one, DFib. Number one, DFib. Number one. Just get inside your head. This has just been my favorite, just because it is so good as a daily performer, as a good all-rounder. Helps so much when it comes to focus and performance, clean energy, great pumps too. But then obviously the treat, the creme de la creme, is when you stack it with Level Up, the intra-workout formula, which is just a designer carbohydrate, just everything, you know, pumps in there as well with the citrulline malate, everything. Once you stack these two together, game over. But as it stands, this by itself is still phenomenal. I mean, that's why it's number one. I'm not naming number one because of the stack. I'm just naming number one because this by itself is still kick-ass. You know, it's got a beautiful serving of extra inside there as well, which cohesively works with the Citicoline, and also with the 400 milligrams of caffeine and hydrous, and also a nice chunk of dynamine inside as well. So with that being said, everything does work cohesively and beautifully together, and it's definitely my favorite pre-workout of the year. And if you have not heard of HR Labs, please go check them out, go support them. They are delivering all the way in America, so do not sleep on that. It's just such a good product. And yeah, but wait, almost forgot almost the most life-changing pre-workout, the strongest fella in the room, man. This one right here, Assassin, yep, version 6. Now, I've never had any experience quite like it. It's just so strong, guys. It is just so strong. It is so good too, but at the same time, it's something where you respect it. It's the same time where it's something that's so strong that you know you can't get away with any other shit you do throughout the day. So no other added stimulants, no other added energy drinks, no other added anything. You take this, you get your ass to the gym straight away. You will thank me. You will thank me so much, because you will know that you've experienced something you've never experienced before. And that's what I love. And that's why I also respect it so much. It's because, honestly, you just can't go high on that thing, man. It's just so strong. I wouldn't say, well, I mean, it is overly strong, to be honest. But at the same time, you have to be ready for it. You have to mentally prepare yourself for it, because It hits hard. It literally works on your adrenaline. So once you take it, you feel something. You definitely feel something. It's not something where these other pre-workouts today take. You sit back, you're like, no, the stuff you take, and you feel wide and wired and awake. And that's what I really, really do love about Assassin, is that it does what it says. And yes, the label looks scary but yes, it is scary. And yes, you gotta respect it. Like my friend Guy said, you don't take it, it takes you. And that's a fact here. And of course, this will be in my list. But this isn't any regular pre-workout. That's what I want to say. It's not in the list technically, but it is in the list. It's literally in the top 3, but it's not in the top 3. If you know what I mean. It's just so strong. You just have to be prepared for it. And that's what I want to say. If you are a high stimulant fan, or you want something where you can actually stack a high stim with your pump formula or with your stim free pre-workout, then I recommend this, because this will kick your ass right in. And with that being said, that kind of concludes everything, guys. So Assassin is on the list in the top 3, but it's not in the top 3, if you know what I mean. There is a version 6.5, so that's why it's not on the list, because it got released in 2020. So with that being said, hell yeah, I'm ready for 6.5 with the collab with Fitness Steel News. It's just going to be sick as more purity, more potency, same profile. So that one is something that's going to lead Apollo into 2021 stronger than any other company in my mind, because the pre-workout segment is a hard one to hit, especially the high stim market, because that area is so oversaturated. But with CAC, this is no CAC, this is a real deal for sure.